Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Ophelia continues to impact parts of the Mid-Atlantic and New England with rain and dangerous coastal conditions. Scattered severe storms in the southern plains and lower Mississippi Valley may produce damaging winds, large to very large hail, and heavy rain. Cool and wet conditions are expected in the northwest and into northern California. Locally heavy rain on the burn scars could cause debris flows. Closer to home, generally hot today. A chance for strong storms tomorrow, generally east of the Rio Grande. Isolated storms are possible through the rest of the week across the mountains. Temperatures will remain in the upper 80s and 90s across the lowlands through next week. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. The Alamogordo Police Department is asking for anyone with information on a hit and run that happened early Saturday. Police found the body of a man in his 50s in the 600 block of 1st Street in Alamo just before 2:30 a.m. His injuries are consistent with being hit by a vehicle along the road. People are asking anyone who may have witnessed the crash or has any knowledge of the incident to contact the Alamogordo Police Department as soon as possible. The victim has not yet been identified. Construction activities are going on from east of Valley View Avenue to Poplar Drive. Now until late March of 2024, roads will be closed to all through traffic, but the contractor will work to keep access for residents, but delays for access should be expected. It was great seeing Matt Creselius and Jeff Swanson scurry off like cockroaches from the Alamogordo Town News crew at the fair. Not even sure how they have a booth since the Democratic Party of Otero County has been shut down. Wonder what Creselius will be doing over the next few months. Well, on his social media, he posted, "There's a lot more that's going to come out on this," referring to his page. "In the near future, watch this space and city meetings. I'll be there to use my freedom of speech to hold our elected officials accountable." Is that a threat? Air Methods Native Air offers sky service to hospitals when the situation calls for it. We spoke with Leah Castaño Munoz about the mission.
Native Air's mission is really, to save lives. It's really to support the community, help those in critical patients that need timely transfers from one hospital to the other, or you're in need of transport from a scene, from a motor vehicle accident, from the EMS ends, ground EMS ends, to a higher level of care. We're there for those that need immediate transport to the higher level of care hospitals. You
can hear the entire interview on the KALH Crazy Radio YouTube channel. Well, today is Monday. That means we're going to hear from Sunny Aris and get a pup update from Animal Village NM.
Hi, this is Sunny Aris with Animal Village NM, and this week's pup date. And I want to start with some shout-outs to some special people who have a heart for animals. And number one, I want to thank the Rotary Club of Alamogordo for inviting me to be a guest speaker last week. It was really wonderful seeing all those incredible people, including Peg Krim and also Bob Flott and so many other super people. And I want to thank Mountain Alarm Systems in Ruidoso for making a generous contribution so that we could make this month's delivery of pet food to the food bank at Lincoln County Food Bank. And we're really hoping that maybe an alarm system in Otero County will make a donation so that we can supply the pet food this month to Love Inc. for people who are struggling to feed their pets. This is one way that pets can stay in their homes, because if people can't feed them, if they're in a jam, they're going to take them to the pound. And then the taxpayers will have to pay to have the animal destroyed. And that's just not fair to unconditionally loving dogs just because their guardians are in a jam financially, and a lot of people are these days. So if you could help us out with a donation, businesses, families, sewing circles, church groups, book clubs, just sponsor Animal Village NM. Just make a donation on a monthly basis or a one-time basis. Anything that you can afford is more than we have right now, and we're so thankful to have your support. It's animalvillagenm.org, animalvillagenm.org. And I would also like to thank the Ruidoso Community Center for allowing us to add a shoe collection box for our shoe drive at the community center in Ruidoso. Would you believe it's filled up in less than 2 days? It's just been tremendous. Another shout out to the Ruidoso Athletic Club who allows us to put a donation box for shoes there too. It fills up every single week. Please remember us when you clean out those closets, and all of you who have children for sure have to clean them out like every 5 minutes as they grow out of them. Also, and you can check out the donation locations on our website, animalvillagenm.org. Please support Animal Village NM. We are the only source of spay and neuter for low-income folks, pet food bank, and rescue transport. Please help us out, animalvillagenm.org.
News from around the state in just a moment. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
AlamogordoTownNews.com is a locally owned website featuring local news matters from a local perspective that affects you, and we bring it to you directly. Plus, local sports, cultural arts, and events. Online, AlamogordoTownNews.com. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
2 firearms charges were dismissed on Thursday amid preparations for a trial against an extended family arrested in 2018 during a law enforcement raid on a ramshackle desert compound in northern New Mexico and the discovery of a young boy's decomposed body. The changes narrow the case to terrorism and kidnapping across at least 5 defendants in a trial scheduled to begin today with jury selection at the U.S. District Court in Albuquerque. Forensic specialists determined that the child had passed away several months prior to the recovery of his body. An infant was dropped off and placed inside of a baby baby box at a fire station in Hobbs on Saturday. The baby was immediately taken to a nearby hospital. Hobbs interim fire chief Mark DePorto spoke with KOAT.
There's not any investigations. I do have to say it was a courageous person that dropped this baby off for this baby to have a better future and do the right thing for this baby. Couldn't be happier for the end result of this entire thing.
The City of Hobbs Communication Director Megan Mooney added this.
We don't want these parents to feel like they don't have a choice when they can't take care of their child. We want them to know that there is a safe place for their child to be taken, that he or she is going to be well cared for.
Officials say the baby was found to be healthy and well cared for. What was that? No, she didn't say pet. She said child. Listen.
We want them to know that there is a safe place for their child to be, for their child to be, for their pet.
The Albuquerque Police Department was called out to the area near Lomas and Eubank for a bomb threat on Sunday afternoon. Reports were called in making that threat, but nothing suspicious was found. They also reported people were evacuated at the nearby stores in the area. And happy birthday to the late, great Christopher Reeve, who would have been 71 years old today. In 1978, he of course made us all believe that a man could fly. And kids, it was done without CGI. Reeve is still recognized as the premier actor to ever don the cape. Kirk Allen was first, the most recent, Tyler Hoechlin, but nearly 20 years after his death, Christopher Reeve is still known as the man who played Superman. Sports and weather next. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
In New Mexico volleyball today, Tatum at Gateway Christian, Roswell at Portales, Alamogordo at Goddard. Go Lady Tigers. Football on Thursday, Oregon Mountain at Cloudcroft. Carlsbad comes to Alamogordo. Go Tigers!
As a reminder, all Alamogordo Tiger sporting events are free to witness live. That's right, Return of the Roar presents free admission this year. Get all decked out in your black and gold and cheer on your favorite Tiger sports like football, volleyball, basketball, and more, or go watch them all. Admission is free. Details on returnoftheroar.com. For Crazy Radio, I'm Kirk DeSoto.
Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. Mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow. There's also a 50% chance of showers and storms tomorrow. With a high today of 88, low tonight 63, high tomorrow 88 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Mostly clear tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow with a 60% chance of showers and storms. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 67. Low tonight of 46. High tomorrow, 67 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. We've also launched the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel, which will feature our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.